that's the state that we are learning, of course, when it comes to the opposition that has now taken a united stand on the anti-Waqf bill. However, when it comes to the fear-mongering, that doesn't seem to end over the same issue. And this is another reaction that is now coming in, saying that if Muslims remain silent, the day will not be far when we lose our Waqf properties like the Babri Masjid. This is a statement made by Anwar Sadat. So the SDPI also now wading in the ongoing Waqf face-off, because we have seen certain Muslim organizations as well, whether they are political outfits, they are coming out to fearmonger on this issue of the Waqf bill. However, time and again, whether it comes to the BJP leaders and the Waqf JPC chairman has been clearing the air that this is nothing but an attempt to mislead and to spread misinformation. However, the fear-mongering now seems to have now raised to another level, with the SDPI now wading in. Imran, the SDPI also saying that if Muslims remain silent, we lose our properties like Babri. What are they indicating at? And isn't this an open threat and provocation?
Well, the SDPI has been against the new Waqf Amendment Bill. And in fact, they have been protesting over this. There's a massive protest conducted by SDPI in Mangalore. However, yesterday, day before yesterday, there was a meeting over the Waqf Amendment issue. And in that, the SDPI's Mangalore district president, Anwar Sadat, speaking on the occasion, said that if Muslims remain silent like this, the day will not be far when we lose our Waqf properties like the Babri Masjid, indicating that forcefully the Muslim properties will be taken over by the government or by ruling dispensation, the BJP there. And he went on to say that that there was for over 400 Muslims had worshipped at the Babri Masjid, but it was unfairly demolished. The long wait for justice for Indian Muslims ended without the Babri Masjid being handed over to them. And if we continue to remain silent like this and accept what the amendments being brought for the Waqf amendment by the central government, then that day is not far when we lose our Waqf properties, just like we lost Babri Masjid.
All right. Such kind of fear-mongering that continues as far as in a bid to unite when it comes to the minorities against the Waqf Amendment Bill. But, you know, who exactly would give them the clarification about what is exactly the state and what kind of provocation is now being given? And in an attempt to incite, I mean, Imran, it could be taken in a way, because this is a clear and open incitement that is being saying and given to the Muslim community. If they remain silent, then they will lose their properties. Let's, in the meantime, also speak of what has happened as far as when it comes to the fear-mongering that has been taking place. Let's shift focus now and talk about a day after UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, who spoke on the three-language issue, questioning why Hindi continues to face opposition and hatred. He has emphasized that the language is the one which rather unites other than dividing, and urging the opposition against dividing the country based on language or any particular region. Now, this was recent as far as the controversy which is being spearheaded by the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, who has hit out at the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, saying that Yogi Adityanath wants to lecture on hate. Spare us, this isn't irony, it is a political black comedy at its darkest. This is what Stalin has to say while taking on the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and his stand on the Hindi language.
நாடாளுமன்ற கூட்டுக்குழு நிராகரித்திருக்கிறது. நாடாளுமன்ற கூட்டுக்குழு முடிவுகளுக்கு ஒன்றிய அமைச்சரவை ஒப்புதலும் வழங்கிவிட்டது. இந்த நிலையில் வக்ஃப் திருத்த சட்டமானது எந்த நேரத்திலும் நாடாளுமன்றத்தில்.
Now, here is M.K. Stalin now over the statement that was made by the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Now, we have seen the DMK time and again have been saying that they are not against the language Hindi, but against the very imposition of the language Hindi. Now, we have seen that as far as the opposition to the very same stand that the DMK seems to have taken, the BJP has on multiple occasions hit out at M.K. Stalin as well, whether be it the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, also throwing out a dare and open challenge as far as when it comes to the institutes are now concerned, whether there would be Tamil that would be introduced as a language. However, questioning on what all has been done by the DMK in the last few decades when it comes to furthering the Tamil language in its syllabus. However, this seems to be a point that has now raised even more controversy, with the DMK and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister hitting out at the UP Chief Minister M.K. Stalin.
BJP is certainly rattled after the successful formation of Joint Action Committee to address the most partial delimitation that could happen if that happens on a population basis. Now we have a Chief Minister of the Uttar Pradesh who is an ambassador of hate mongering as far as people of South know him. There are very many hate speeches. He was booked in the past for the hate speeches. It is unfortunate that we have come to a situation where Yogi Adityanath will teach about hate and love. It's irony. It's absolute irony.
So this is the irony what the DMK seems to be pointing out at the statement that has now been made by the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Let's just listen in to his interview to the ANI channel there, where he had actually spoken on the issue why he believes that there is so much opposition to learning the language Hindi.
देश को भाषा के नाम पे या क्षेत्र के नाम पे नहीं बांटा जाना चाहिए और हम आभारी हैं प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के, जिन्होंने वाराणसी में लगातार काशी तमिल संगमम की इस बार तीसरे संस्करण को भी यहां पे आयोजित करवाया है। यानी एक तरफ काशी है और उत्तर प्रदेश है जिसमें काशी तमिल संगमम का आयोजन हो रहा है। तमिल भारत की प्राचीनतम भाषाओं में से एक है और इसका इतिहास उतना ही पुराना है जितना संस्कृत का इतिहास है। हर भारतीय के मन में तमिल के प्रति श्रद्धा और सम्मान का भाव है, तो हिंदी से नफरत क्यों? भाषा कोई तोड़ती नहीं है, वो जोड़ने का काम करती है। जब इन लोगों के वोट बैंक खिसकते हैं तो ये लोग इसी प्रकार की क्षेत्रीयता की और भाषाई आधार पर बांटने की दुर्व्यसंधि करते हैं। जनता जनार्दन को देश की एकता के लिए इस प्रकार के किसी भी षड्यंत्र से हमेशा सचेत रहना चाहिए।
So here is the UP Chief Minister saying that Hindi is the language which unites, doesn't divide, and also supporting the stand is the BJP MP Ravi Kishan. Let's listen in.
Mr. Stalin is losing his election very badly. The Periyar mindset, the way of their functioning, but highlighting and making Periyar thought, which now people are bored, fed up, and now this time because this is his last election, so he's talking and against Maharajji. But the pain is that he got to know from his inside people and the local Tamilians that they are losing election very badly.
Well, political parties continue to spar over the language Hindi. With that, we head into a short break. You're watching Times Now.